Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Oh, it's everybody's favorite time of the week. Riggins is so good. So great.
It is that time. The week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show. Sorry, I'm really struggling here.
Ace, your throat's so dry you could strike a match on it, it sounds like. He's been coughing for at least an hour and a half straight.
I got a little choked on a protein bar over here trying to eat in a hurry, and it's kind of stuck in my throat. I may pass out any moment.
That's why you should be savoring a protein bar, not eating it quickly.
I know.
It was so good. I just
Just had a couple minutes to get it down.
so yummy. I just inhaled it.
You know. Sorry.
It's like cotton candy, basically.
I learned to take smaller bites, you know. Okay.
You okay?
Well, you think I'm, as old as I am, you'd think I would learn how to eat properly now without choking, but apparently not. I've had water and coffee.
I think your esophagus shrinks when you age.
It may. It might.
No, I made that up.
Yeah. The week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ show reviewed for us in songs. It is Riggins. And the week in review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Ace had a consultation for another vasectomy. He said it's the last time and made a vow. If this place had loyalty punch cards, it would look like Swiss cheese by now. He can always get it reversed again. Daddy Ace has a very nice ring. Have another kid, join the mafia. Crazy decisions is kind of your thing. But no more kids are in his future. Let's all raise up our beers. And when I say his future, realistically, like 10 more years. And
This is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
they released the trailer for the Roadhouse remake. It looks worse than I don't know what. Early reactors have rated it somewhere between butt cheeks and total butt. Ace made jambalaya from TJ's recipe. It was a little salty, it seems. He said it was his secret ingredient, and I don't know what that means. I ate it all in one sitting yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and my container was not that small, which reasonably leads me to believe you didn't make it at all.
This is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
Today is National Fun at Work Day. I might need forgiveness for what I've done. I left an upper decker in the women's restroom. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. Gross. They announced the Oscar nominations. Ken was nominated, Barbie was not. Just another example of the toxic male patriarchy, just in case you forgot. And Barbie fans were livid, and they threw tantrums, I can only assume. Then they grabbed their Betsy Wetsy and stormed right out of the room.
This is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
It was the 30th anniversary of TJ's proposal to Jody, and he prepared deer meat for his lover. There's absolutely nothing more precious than two bumpkins finding each other. We're giving away $10,000, which is a pretty impressive sum. We know he can't give it to Rob. He'd just buy Arby's or something dumb.
This is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't know it was have fun at work day.
Yeah.
That's every day for us.
Well, it is true. That is true.
Yes, indeedy doody. And you see, getting to say things like indeedy doody makes it fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So fun.
There's a new wedding trend.
if you are one of the few young people in U.S. America today that is actually going to get married and not shack up with a couple of people at the same time with a polyamorous relationship, then you may want to know that you could have this in your wedding. And some people are calling it, well, one bride called it, quote, bad A, end quote. Okay. Tell you what it is coming up next.
Get Ace and TJ anytime, anywhere, at your convenience with the Ace and TJ Show podcast. Available wherever you get podcasts. More Ace and TJ is next.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help. Because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
All guests of the Ace and TJ Show stay at the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. Beautiful rooms, incredible dining options. Book your room by calling 980-299-7123. It's the Hyatt-centric Charlotte South Park. The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first-class cleaning with the Johnson Group. Attention Charlotte, treat yourself to a delicious meal that's made with fresh, seasonal ingredients and ready in just 20 minutes. Enjoy a fine dining experience without ever leaving your home. Head over to tableandtwine.com.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
On your phone, on your radio, in your car, on your iPad, on your computer, and on the Ace and TJ Family app. Anytime, anywhere, for your entertainment. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Oh. If you've been procrastinating, either procrastinating or putting something off, whichever one you've been doing, and you haven't signed up for Ace TJ Prime yet, or Ace TJ Prime Plus, today needs to be the day that you do it. Because the Ace TJ Prime Plus, the small amount you pay as a subscription fee to be a member of that is going to be worth it, just from today's TJ's Political Show that will be posted later. I'm telling you. Now, I don't like to brag on myself, but toot toot, blowing my own horn.
Rob, did they also post the old stuff from yesterday? Is it already up, Rob?
It should be up now for the audio version.
Prime Plus gets the old stuff today, which includes the blind breakfast, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. After I got finished bragging on my stuff. I was going to give you some.
I thought you were through bragging on your stuff.
No, I was going to give you your just desserts.
What's you saying?
Give him his flowers.
Yeah, I'm going to give you your heavenly flowers. Oh, wait, that's when somebody dies, right? They're heavenly flowers, or wishing them a happy heavenly birthday. That's what it is. So, yeah, go to acetj.com/prime to get all that. Now, I like to fancy myself, having my finger on the pulse of the wedding community. The wedding world, the trends and things that brides are doing or wanting to do, or what the trends are going to be. I can tell you all that stuff. I love a wedding, y'all. I absolutely love it, love it, love it.
You've always loved weddings, TJ, as long as I've known you.
Yep. Now, I wish Alexis were here today so she could hear this, because I know she's going to want it in her wedding. There's a new trend where they're having big bird ring bearers. In other words, these big birds of prey fly in to deliver the wedding to the altar or wherever. It's not altar, because people are getting married in bars and barns and all of that now. and I'm guessing you couldn't do this in a church where you're supposed to be getting married. You couldn't have a big falcon flying through there and dropping the ring off to the preacher.
A hawk or an eagle or something.
Yeah, or owls. They've trained owls to do it and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's just it's pretty expensive. They say the average cost is like $1,200. And then one bride in the article that I was reading said it was so great. However, the falcon was supposed to drop the rings and then fly back down the aisle out of the venue, but he just flew backstage, and it added a little humor to it. I'm like, if I pay $1,200, if he doesn't do exactly what he's supposed to do, he's going on the buffet table. At the reception,
TJ, does the preacher, I guess, or the person conducting the ceremony, does that person have to wear some type of like one of those big gloves so the bird can land on his arm safely so he can get the rings?
I'm not exactly sure. I think maybe the handler is up there,
okay,
and that's how it gets delivered to the handler.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you think? Would you want that?
If you like a big show at a wedding, like having a huge hawk fly in with the ring is pretty cool.
You don't think it's redneck? I figured you would consider that redneck, Riggins.
No, I don't know that it's redneck. It's definitely so over the top, but there's a lot of things at weddings that are over the top. An ice luge. I mean, is it dumber than an ice luge? I don't know. It's pretty cool. If you like animals and that's like a big thing for you.
It seems kind of nerdy to me.
Kind of nerdy?
I don't know why, but it's
because it's like a Harry Potter kind of thing.
Something like that.
Yeah, like a white owl flying.
Only kind of bird that needs to be part of anybody in America's wedding is a bald eagle.
That would be sick. A bald eagle flying down the middle of.
That's right.
That would be
America.
That would be really
Patriots
so
married.
it's like the symbol of the symbol of freedom is part of the ceremony that's going to take away your freedom.
I don't normally cry at weddings, but this one got me.
Yeah, man.
The wedding of two patriots.
Hell yeah. If you're a terrorist in here, you better watch your back.
We
You got two patriots joining forces. America.
We're going to have that old bald eagle's claws sharpened up.
Hell yeah.
You ain't no telling what he might
Plays
do
with
if he
Toby Keith.
catches you
That's
in
right.
here.
That's what I was just thinking, Rob. We'll put a boot in you, and here comes the eagle swooping in.
Ain't going to be no Toby Keith music because he's a Democrat.
Get out.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Well.
So, I mean, he can sing a song or two and be kind of patriotic sounding, but when it comes down to it, he ain't one of us. He ain't even getting invited to the wedding. But wouldn't you think that the birds would poop on people, sitting out there and stuff?
I think it's just there's just a swoop in, swoop out. So probably not.
Riggins can't go that long without pooping.
Well, that's true. That's another issue then. They do it at Auburn games, right? They fly that eagle or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool too. It's very cool to see.
I don't know, but I mean, I'm still one of the old-fashioned people that thinks that weddings should still be at least resembling a religious ceremony of some sort. You know, it's I just don't see a bird flying through a church like that. No. But nobody gets married in churches anymore, so.
It'd be real cool if it did, though. Like they open the doors and the bird swooped in from outside and goes, and it comes right down the middle of the aisle and swoops, makes a big circle and comes back around and lands and drops the rings off and then takes off.
Only if it's a dove, though. In the religious ceremony, it just need to be a dove.
TJ, which bird of prey is the one you can do a good impression of?
Oh, it's not a bird of prey. It's the crow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess if you're a bug, that's a bird of prey.
Yeah. It's $1,200 for the hawk. It's
$5 for the sound effect.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I could also do a decent owl. Oh, and the turkey. But the turkey hurts my hair. My head, not my hair. I don't have hair. That hurts. But will it make a difference if someone is being really cheesy, if they're being cheesy and ugly at the same time? I'll explain that coming up next. Hang on.
Miss part of the show? Just download it. Get the Ace and TJ podcast on any platform. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
Winter is here, which means you're just going to stay inside and not do anything fun and exciting, right? No, that is wrong, because this year you're going to go to acetj.com/Gaston and see all of the incredible things that you can do right now in Gaston County. Everything is laid out for you, from things to do, to restaurants, to bars, to shopping, to unique weekend activities. And we'll get you ready for the spring and the summer with a list of all their great festivals. Find all of this and much more at acetj.com/Gaston. When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, you know, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. Should you buy? Should you sell? How do I present my house if I do want to sell it? All of those questions can be answered by the experts, and they can take care of you with the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team knows everything there is to know about selling, marketing, and buying houses. So get in touch with them today at acetj.com/Temple team. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
Bradham Brothers offers heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust. Their family business has served thousands of customers with honesty and a smile for over 50 years. Go to BradhamBrothers.com to schedule service or a free estimate today. New year, new you. Kickstart your journey to a healthier lifestyle by joining the Gaston County Family YMCA today. Family-friendly fun, expert trainers, and a welcoming community await. Make 2024 your healthiest year yet. Visit GastonYMCA.org for more info.
Miss any part of today's show? Catch up anytime on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Do good-looking people have a harder time in society in some cases than the really, really ugly? I'm just wondering. We were talking about, my wife brought this up on our podcast the other day, that, my son brought it up to us, and then we talked about it on our podcast, that a lot of Gen Z children they think Mark Wahlberg is cheesy. They make fun of Mark Wahlberg for not being cool. And my daughter, she's a Gen Zer as well, and she loves Mark Wahlberg, and she thinks he's hot and the whole thing. Celebrity crush, just, out there doing. But my son said he is, there was a meme about him that went around and people were laughing at him and all the Gen Z children. And he was with his clothing line. It's called Municipal. It's a new clothing line that he has with workout clothes and stuff. And it's really cool. And my son said that on a video, on the internet, he said, "Oh, this designer got me drip. Now, Mark Wahlberg is he's about 50.
Yeah.
All right. So the Gen Z children just had a heyday with that. Who is this old guy? Mark Wahlberg trying to be cool and saying drip, and this, that, and the other. But I'm wondering, if a guy Mark Wahlberg's age, even if he's famous like Mark Wahlberg, used that same expression, but he was ugly, would they still find it that cheesy? Or would they look at it more as a funny thing, like, oh, that guy? I think it's held against Mark Wahlberg more because he is good looking. I mean, think about, old guys that are just, using outdated phrases and stuff like that in regular life. If it's a good looking guy, good looking older guy, people would probably, man, don't say that. If it's an ugly guy, probably like, oh, did you hear what he said? He said, he called me a jive turkey. I think ugly people get more of a break on that.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. But like Mark Wahlberg also has to know who he's selling his clothing to.
Yeah.
And the people that he's selling his clothing to are not Gen Zers, probably. They're probably people his age or slightly younger. Yeah. And they're not using the word, they're not going, oh, check out my drip. Ugh.
No, he said drip, drip.
Drip, drip. I mean, that is cringe.
Yeah, I think you should stop using that type of slang, at maybe 28. Like saying you got a drip check or, got vibes and things like that.
That reminds me, the Dabo Sweeney TikTok where he talks about being on TikTok and he says like, Coach Sweeney got that drip, and his rhyme is terrible, and it's even actually referred to as the cringiest moment in the history of TikTok by many people. Yeah, it's like, Dabo, what are you doing?
And I think Mark Wahlberg is cool. I like him.
Yeah, me too.
But I would cringe at that if I saw him saying something that was drip, drip. But then I don't know if that's just my being, kind of against slang in general, especially for adults. I don't know. But I'm just standing on business. You see what I did there? You see what I did? Woo! I kept the receipts. Give me my flowers. Give me my flowers.
You been kept those receipts.
All right, the other day we were warning against, if you're in Florida, don't be picking up frozen iguanas and taking them inside because that could mean danger for you. Well, Texas officials are warning against something else along those lines, and this is really serious business. We'll tell you what it is next.
It's a radio show, it's a podcast, and it's a TV show. Watch the Ace and TJ show anytime. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube. More of the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show is coming up.
If you're so frustrated because you're having to run around all the time, you're so busy, you feel like you're not getting your family something great to eat, then you need Culver's. It's the perfect thing for you. Always made to order, fresh, hot ingredients all day, every day.
And not only do they have the freshest ingredients all day, every day, but they are a part of the community. They're proud to be a part of the Indian Trail community where they're under new ownership. Belmont, University area, Salisbury. Make them a part of your daily routine. Make it your new neighborhood spot. Short waits for the freshest food in town. Get details at acetj.com/Culvers. It's a new year, which means new you. No, not if you've got nagging pain. That means we want old you before you had that pain. And it's possible without surgery, without medication, without downtime. Thanks to Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic. I am a Neogenics client. I am a Neogenics lover because they fixed my left wrist. And you can get a free consultation right now. Call 704-727-6551 or online at acetj.com/Neogenics, Neogenics. Great food, great drinks, great service, and great atmosphere. You can find them all at one place. Fahrenheit on South Caldwell in Uptown Charlotte, 21 stories above the city. Get details and make reservations at acetj.com/Fahrenheit.
As a proven leader in managed IT services, CompuCom delivers innovative solutions designed for how you work today. They'll help you deliver results no matter where you are on your digital transformation journey. It's all at CompuCom. Go to CompuCom.com to find out more.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
When you need furniture for your house, it can be overwhelming if you don't know what you're doing. That's why The great team of designers they have at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture can help you throughout the process. Whether you're looking for a comfortable mattress, probably the most comfortable you've ever been on, bedroom furniture, living room furniture, it is all fantastic at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and that family-owned and operated business can help you like no other. Go to acetj.com/mattress to check them out. acetj.com/mattress for Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Available when you want, how you want, on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Earlier in the week, we were talking about the officials in Florida warning people that because they've had record low temperatures and the iguanas will freeze, don't mess with the iguanas because they're not dead. Don't take them in the house or anything, because as soon as they warm up, they're going to go nuts because they're going to say, hey, where am I? And it's not good. Okay, but that is child's play to what could happen to you in Texas and what the Texas officials are warning people about. Let's say you're in Texas where they had record cold temperatures and you're walking out by a pond or a river or something and you see this. The snout of an alligator poking up and frozen out of the ice.
Oh my God.
So it's frozen in the lake or whatever, in the pond.
Yeah, but they're saying the alligator's not dead. It's frozen, but it's not dead, just like the iguana.
Is that what happens to like reptiles in cold weather? Is that?
I guess, because they're so cold-blooded and all. That's why they always need the sun. But their heart rate can go so far down that it doesn't. They can remain alive while they're in that frozen state. Crazy. So if you see one, definitely don't mess with a frozen alligator, because when that thing snaps back to life,
it's coming to life.
Yeah.
Death row immediately.
I was just trying to help the alligator, and suddenly it was biting.
And you especially need to keep them away from your kids and dogs.
Yeah. Wow.
Frozen alligator.
My wife came out here with a hairdryer, trying to get them out of the ice.
It's true what they say. They'll get you.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought we was going to throw him out and eat him, because we thought, hey, just no wasting a good alligator. It's just dead right there and preserved in ice.
Can you imagine, though, when that thing comes to life and starts flailing and going crazy?
Just thaw his head out and then bash him with a baseball bat.
You just put a 22 right there between his eyes. It's the place you got to get him.
Dang. I hope nobody's doing that, like trying to be free him from the ice.
No, I think what they're doing is they think they're dead. And they're picking them up.
understandably.
Yeah.
It's frozen.
And then it's not frozen.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to see a video of it, though.
Me too.
They had that on the TikTok or something.
Coming out of the ice.
Coming out of the state of frozen in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Like you got him up on the kitchen counter, you about to start skinning him or something. And he's like, Be like Alexis's great grandmother that was still alive when they buried her.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, close enough. I mean, should there ever be any doubt?
No,
in
you're
that
right. There should never be any doubt.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I'm going to recap everything for you coming up in the Week in Review.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.